What actually got you onto the project initially? Was it the script? Was it Drew? Was
Yeah,
it
what got me onto the project initially, it was interesting. I was at Sundance a few years back with a movie of much darker tone called An American Crime. And
oh no, it's coming back.
Kirsten Kiwi Smith, who's one of the producers on the movie, who's now a friend of mine, came up and was like, "Oh, I want to talk to you about this project, but I hear you only like dark material." And I was like, "Oh my God, I don't know who told you that, but that's just not true." And she said, "Oh, well, it's going to be a movie about this girl who joins a roller derby team, and oh yeah, Drew Barrymore is going to direct it." And I was like, "Send me the script," you know? And I read it, loved it, met Drew, and that was it. An immediate yes.
It seems like a movie that's going to like attach itself to young women very quickly. Like it's a phenomenon that's kind of happening in Austin. There's a group in LA, but it seems like something people are just going to be like immediately caught into once they have access to it in a movie like that.
I hope it'll be one of those like healthy leeches. You know how they use like leeches
right,
during
to get out
surgeries
the
sometimes?
bad blood. Yeah, exactly.
One of those.
But for young girls. Oh, now I have an image of leeches all over young girls. Like,
I've had leeches.
This is good
before.
for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did too. We should do a movie
about young girls. Yeah, leeches. Great idea.
Well, I think Landon plays that leech in this movie, no?
Oh.
Maybe.
I don't think he goes down on her in the movie. If that's what you mean.
I'm not sure. About that, but okay. You really are 21.
I'm 20.
20? Huh?
20.
20. Okay, sorry.
She's
Didn't mean to age you.
Yeah.
She's a kiddo. So did you spend a lot of time going to roller derby? Did you do that whole thing and hang out?
Yeah,
and see
yeah.
them?
When I'm in LA, for sure. I love going to the games.
Was it something you knew before all this started, or?
No, not really. I mean, I knew of the kind of 70s Raquel Welch, Kansas City Bomber, which is an awesome movie. But I didn't really know about the resurgence. And so the first game I went to with Drew, and I was just, my mind was totally blown. I couldn't believe that this existed and I hadn't gone. And then just proceeded to take everybody, and everyone was getting excited, and that's when I got even more excited about making the movie, because I was seeing just people's response to going to a match.
It is kind of a great carnival there, the one in LA, and they really capture that in the movie pretty well.
Yeah, I think they do a really good job of capturing the kind of theatrics of it all.
Yeah, and I think you can go if you're underage. Though I don't think
you can go.
Really,
yeah, you can.
You don't really have
all
to drink.
Ages, all colors. Yeah.
It feels like that though. It feels like feels like it's open to everybody in a weird way. Like you see everybody with a lot of tattoos, and you see like a fairly conservative group over there, and families, and
yeah,
for sure.
It's open for
skinny and middle and large.
All of them, yeah.
All the three bears.
Well, there's definitely that kind of feminist thing to it, where all the women are different shapes. I mean, that's the thing. It's not just women in tight shorts.
Right.
It's,
it's about like the strength, and I feel like it's a very mentally. I mean, I don't know. I didn't play, but it's kind of. I feel like it's very mental. It's like probably very freeing for all these girls. You know what I mean? Like to join this team and be so tough. They kind of separate themselves from any previous like conceptions of who they are in their own life. Like they could just kind of be somebody else for
Yeah, and we have like a constant saturation in the media, especially with stories about women that involve, I feel like, a lot of judgment and a lot of nastiness. And here's an atmosphere where women, first of all, can be really aggressive, and that's okay, and have this outlet to be aggressive and athletic and strong, but also have the sense of camaraderie, beat the crap out of each other, but then go have beers after, and laugh about it. And to really, be there for one another, and to have a world that's just judgmentless, and that's really nice.
And the cast was pretty amazing at doing that, actually. It was a pretty wildly divergent group of women on that set. How was it working with all of them?
That was awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, they were really cool.
We had so much fun. How much fun did we have?
So much fun.
I know. It's kind of hard watching the movie because you're like, oh.
I know. I like remembering the times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had really good times.
I was almost surprised there were any guys who were working on the movie. It seems like it's very feminine-ish energy on the whole thing.
Landon and Jimmy and
Yeah, oh, poor them. Had to work with a bunch of really
hot,
awesome,
interesting girls. With confidence.
Wah.
And Kristen who kind of emerges here as...
She's the best.
She's
How
like my
funny is
favorite.
she?
She's very funny.
She's so funny.
But-
Yeah, she's really great in the movie, I think too. Because in a way, it's one of her first roles. I mean, she has so many. She has like 25 movies coming out like the next month or something. But like this is like one of the first times I've ever seen her where she's kind of like an advisor and like giving you know what I mean? Like she's not just like the comic relief. Like she has
And the sense of realism that.
Yeah.
And I think she's great. Yeah.
She kind of gets to be the
talented.
second parent by the end of the picture.
Yeah.
With the cool aunt.
Yes.
Definitely.
And the funny kid.
Yeah.
That kid was
She's,
incredibly
like,
funny.
I love that kid.
To be honest, Alia and Kristen are like the funniest people I've ever met.
You haven't met a lot of people, then, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh.
Get out of here. Hey, you, get out of here.
And having Marcia Gay and Daniel as parents, was that fun? Because it was actually great to see Daniel working.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
you just
awesome.
don't
We
see him
just
enough
had
anymore.
such a good experience. We were in, as we said, in Amsterdam and just, hanging out, going to museums.
Mhm.
And one day...
No coffee at all.
Seriously.
Ever no coffee, I swear.
No, I don't drink caffeine, right? And so we go to, we wanted to get a movie.
Oh yeah.
And we rented
The diner.
The diner.
Diner.
Because
Oh,
every
my wife
actor
is
is
together.
in this movie, like of
Yeah.
all time.
Yeah.
And they pop
I'm not
up.
kidding.
And Daniel, we didn't even know.
And Daniel's in
And
it.
he's so young and so cute.
And so now, because they say diner so much,
They're
in
like,
that
"Hey, you guys
movie,
wanna go to the
you
diner?"
Go to the diner?
Yeah, but go to
so
the
now
diner.
I was like, hey, after this interview, we should go to the. Hey,
Hey,
Liz,
Daniel.
Kelly, after this, we should go down to the diner.
You
get
guys want to
some
go to the
eggs."
diner? Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go to the diner.
Let's go to the diner.
Yeah, we'll go to
So
the
when I
diner.
saw Daniel yesterday, I made
He's the
jokes
coolest.
about the diner, and he kind of went.
Well, yeah.
Toronto actually, I think, has those kind of diners.
Toronto's awesome.
Oh, they do?
Toronto's like the best city.
Yeah, I like this place. I went to a place last night that was like a 24-hour diner, and they had
Mhm.
like wine and stuff.
Yeah.
It was great.
Oh wait, we'll go. We'll have some fun after this.
Oh shit. Well, you're gonna show me
Oh,
a good
yeah, I'm
time.
gonna show you a
She's
good time.
Canadian. Can you
Yeah.
believe it?
You are Canadian.
It's pretty exotic.
I completely forgot.